Tonight, as the city continues to dig out and mourn the loss of 37 lives as a result of the blizzard, the National Guard is going door to door checking on homes, including those in the Fillmore District. And right now, the Buffalo Common Council member representing that district, Mitch Nowakowski, is joining us live. The driving ban is being lifted tonight. We heard Commissioner Martin say earlier that all residential streets have been plowed once. Describe the side streets in your district, Mitch.
Thank you for having me, Claudine. So they vary, throughout the different neighborhoods in my district, but almost 90% of the roads in my district have had one pass, and folks are ready to get back to their lives. And I've learned a lot these past 6 days in my district, especially with the needs and how vulnerable people really are. I have constituents that I've fielded calls from for many days, that some that are living with a disability who have stayed in their wheelchair for 5 days and haven't been able to get into bed because they don't have the personal care aides that were able to take care of them. To senior citizens, to folks that rely on electricity to have not only ventilators, but CPAP machines, kidney dialysis, you name it. And it's really, shown me more vulnerability of the average everyday citizen.
We heard the county executive say that he wasn't pleased about city plowing efforts. Now, let me ask you, as a council member, do you think the county should plow city sides or city streets, maybe the main roads, and then let the city just handle the side streets?
So that's an interesting, topic of conversation. I know it's been in the news today, and I know that at the moment, Mark Poloncarz said his truth, and the mayor rebutted with his truth, and there's clearly a disconnect there that needs to be addressed. But tonight, all parties will be addressing to make sure that the city of Buffalo is open and the economy is open tomorrow. I think that moving forward, life is an evolving process, so we need to look forward of what we can do better, because we can always do something better. So I think that the conversation between the county and the city of what resources are available and what can be deployed at what time is a worthy conversation to have.
Okay, well, looking forward to that conversation. Final question. Can you tell us about how your area is making sure that homes are checked? I know you just said some of the things that you saw are things that you probably will never forget, but welfare checks, are they happening to make sure everyone's safe? And also the Broadway Market. It's a landmark. It's in your district. How much damage was done as a result of looters?
Yeah, so the first is that there are welfare checks happening in my district, especially in in the eastern portion. And I know that the National Guard is working to do that, because as we plow ourselves out of this situation, we're checking on all of our neighbors to make sure that they're healthy and their safety, and really hoping that we don't discover further fatalities. And it's extremely saddening of what happened to the Broadway Market, and the looting there was despicable. And by talking to the market manager, and as she's working with all the local vendors, and we're Save a Lot, she's in the city of Buffalo is really kind of examining the extent of damage that happened to vendors. And that's getting that all that process is happening now, because the Broadway Market is a city-owned facility, so it was closed as City Hall is closed. So I know I'll be making a trip out there tomorrow, and be checking up on vendors and examining everything that happened, and how we can move forward. And I also want to, people have reached out to me and they said, Councilmember, how do we support the Broadway Market after the looting that happened? And honestly, it's supporting those vendors that have stayed at the Broadway Market and have been loyal to the Broadway Fillmore in the city of Buffalo, that I encourage people to come out and support and really rally behind.
Good point. Fillmore District Councilman Mitch Nowakowski, thank you for taking time out this night at 11 o'clock to join us live. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Claudine.